Good morning, everybody. I'm Rick, and this is Two Brothers Outdoors. Well, we have ourselves a balmy 6 degrees this morning. It's actually 6.2 degrees out. It's pretty cold. Tim and I are hoping to be able to get up in the woods tomorrow to get a couple logs out. We need to get some maple out really bad. We had 24 inches of snow from Thanksgiving until last Sunday. And then Monday it warmed up. Tuesday it was warm. Wednesday it was warm. And yesterday part of the day was warm. But the problem is with the warm, it also rained all 4 days. But the rain may have been a good thing because it packed the snow down hard. You can walk on top of it now. And it might make it real easy to pack the trails down with the four-wheelers. If we can get the trails packed down, we can use the trails, we can get logs out. We took inventory. We have 2 cherry. We have 2 yellow birch. We have no maple out. And we got a couple pines and some spruce out. So the main thing is to try to get a couple of maple logs, maybe 3 or 4 maple logs out. We just got to get enough logs out to keep the crafter's box stocked well. Everything else is just going to have to wait till spring. The stump dump is closed. They don't plow. So that's done until the snow's gone next spring, which would probably be about March, late March, early April. But right now, I face a new dilemma. I bought an automatic door for the chicken coop. The door is supposed to close at 5:30 and open at 6 o'clock. And it's been working really well. But what happened is when we got those 4 days of rain, even though this is waterproof, water got down inside it, and then the temperatures dropped drastically very quickly, and the door froze up. And it won't open, it tries, but it won't open, it won't close because it's frozen. So I'm going to have to take this inside, thaw it out, get it dried out, and then somehow I'm going to have to mount it inside the chicken coop. Even the door of the chicken coop is froze up. Rain gets into everything, and then when the temperatures dropped. Alright, so I got to be able to mount it inside the coop here. And that way it'll be out of the weather totally. As you can see, my girls, they're very curious. They got to be in the way of everything I do. It's some brutal cold weather, guys. Alright, so I'm going to take this downstairs, get it thawed out, dried out. And meanwhile, I'm going to try to fix it so I can put this inside. Keep it out of the weather completely. So come on along with me today, and let's see what we can get into. Okay, so it's been sitting down here in the dungeon. This is my basement. My workshop. It's thawed out enough to open and close. So it's still working. It was just froze up from the water. I'll have to let it sit in here and dry out. Meanwhile, I'm going to take some measurements and get the chicken coop so I can put this inside. Alright, so what I gotta do is I gotta make the opening 8.5 inches. Come on, girls, out of the way. Out of the way, out of the way. I know. The opening's gotta be 8.5 inches, which this will work just fine right here. I believe we can do this without much of a problem at all. All right. What the hell was that? Biggest thing is not to let them get out of the coop. I know. They think everything is about them. Alright. It's coming. Tight quarters in here, I can tell you that. And they think this is theirs. I don't know why. Alright. Need to cut one more piece. And we should be able to fit that up pretty nice. Alright. I know this isn't interesting stuff, is it? Ooh, look out, girls. I know. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I hear ya. Come on. What are you picking at? Alright. My calculations are right. This should be 8.5 inches. Perfect. Of course, the screws are in the wrong hand. Those screws aren't for you. Come on now. Get out of there. It's not for you. Get. God damn it. Stop. Get. She's pecking the screws. This is unreal. I got a bunch of unruly animals. I can tell you that right now. They're all spoiled. It's not for you. To keep you in and out, but it's not for you right now. Alright, get back away from the door. You get outside, you become coyote bait. Stop, what's the matter with you? Go lay some eggs. Alright. I think this will work. You have 8.5 there. 8.5 here. Yes, sir. One more screw, and then we can put the door in here. That'll work out pretty nice. What a mess. Come here. Right. Want to be nosy? Here. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. How you doing? My name is, I got no idea what her name is. Alright. Said hello to the world. Are chickens normally that nosy? Or is it just mine? Alright guys, I haven't got you on a selfie stick. You're still on the tripod. I don't even know if the four-wheeler will crank in these temperatures, but try to get started and see what happens. Maybe I'll attempt to take a run down there and see how bad the snow is. Close to the house anyway. Wait till Tim gets home from work to actually try to break the trails. All right, if it starts, we'll let it sit out here and run for a little while I go have a cup of coffee, and then we'll attempt to do something. I'm going to cycle the fuel pump twice. It don't sound good. So, we're going to have to put the battery charger on it. Weather gets like this, things don't like to start. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find my battery charger. You ever noticed when it's cold and you really don't want to be out here, everything seems to want to fight you? Got a package of mothballs here in the battery box. No matter how hard we try, the mice feel it's their job to get into the four-wheeler, chew the wires up. I've had to fix the wires a couple of times, had to clean mouse nests out of the air cleaner box several times. So I found by putting a pack of mothballs in the battery box, that kind of puts a stop to that. Okay, we're going to let that charge. We'll get a cup of coffee, sit down and relax for a few minutes, and come back out and try that again. Alright guys, it's warmed up just a little bit. It's about 12 degrees right now. Let's see if she's going to crank up for me. Oh yeah. That works. Alright, it'll fire up and run. I'm going to let it sit on trickle charge for a little longer. I've got to go fix up a door that we can close on the outside of the chicken coop to keep the chickens out of the coop while my wife is collecting the eggs. You saw how rowdy they were with me, and that's what they do when she opens up the back of the coop to take the eggs out. They all run to her. So she likes to keep them out of the coop while she does that. And it's nice to keep them out when I'm cleaning the coop too. That electric door, you have a button, you can push it and the door closes, but being inside the coop like that, it's going to be a little difficult. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up right here. Thanks for coming along with us today. Tomorrow, Tim and I are going to attempt to break the trails and get a maple out. So, hit that subscription button if you're not a subscriber. Thumbs up, all the other stuff, you know what to do. And until tomorrow, we'll see you later. Thanks for coming along.